Hey guys, it's Becky. If you're new here, then welcome, and if you're already subscribed, thanks for coming back. Today I thought I'd do a little Q1 planner update to see and to show you, and for me to try and figure out where I'm at with my planners. So what I'm going to do is just sort them out a little bit so I can show you what's going on. So these two are always in my lineup every year. This one is an A5 half year Stalogy, and this I use every year or whenever I want to take notes on my planning lineup, anything like that. I can't remember what year I started this. I wish I wrote it down, but yeah, it's slowly but surely getting filled up. If I want to practice like layout or things like that, it goes in here. So this always just sits on my shelf next to me. It's a Kiki K like faux croc leather planner, and that's always around. And then there is my A6 rings, which I had to sort out of and condensed it down because I I'm not using it as an A6 rings. I use this more so as a reference planner, so that always sits on my little planner shelf next to me and gets added to when needed. Next up we have my Hobonichi Weeks, the yellow, like one of my favourite setups. Love the cover, love the planner, everything. I haven't used it, guys. I started off the year with all good intentions and I'm looking at it now and I just feel sick. And I know it's only March and I can start because I've still got all these months, and if I lose a stone a month, that's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 stone by my birthday. So I need a push. I need a sign. I need something that will tell me, come on Becky, get a grip. I'm hoping with the like nice weather coming up, we have like a lot of barbecues, and I don't really like burgers and stuff, so I tend to have like chicken and then I make a salad and stuff. I eat quite a lot of salads in the warmer months, so I am hoping that I will start using this because I love it. I just love the setup and I just need to get my ass to group. So that's all set up, ready to go. I hope it doesn't sit like that for the whole year. Next up is my 2 tarot journals, which you've probably seen. So this one, I've stuck a sticker from each of the cards, and then when I study that specific card, I write the meanings and things like that. So this is more like a reference book. To be honest, guys, I haven't been doing much of it, as you'll see. So I did set up this little planner to use as like my daily spread, and let's just get somewhere. So February, so I started in February and I didn't carry on. Like, I pulled a card. I did put some spreads in my Hobonichi cousin, but I haven't really, I don't know, I think it was just a random phase. Like, I saw that magazine, I saw a tarot magazine in a supermarket and it just called to me, so like I bought it, and then I went down. I've just got a really addictive personality, so I go down a rabbit hole, and then people were commenting about, you know, how bad it is and things like that, and I was relying on it as well a little bit. Like, I'd pull a card and say, how's my day gonna go, and then I'd read about it and I'd be like, oh. So like, I didn't want it to like dictate my life, and with everything else that's been going on, I just haven't really picked it up. But I'm still keeping it together, still keeping it, because it's just gorgeous, isn't it? It's a gorgeous setup. So, and I will delve into it and do more like research and things like that. There's nothing wrong with learning. So the next one that was bought in was that has been bought in is my Wonderland 222 A6, and I set this up. I wanted to try it out I did use it in January. I used it as a YouTube tracker. I started a routine tracker. I wanted to see if I could use it as like a planner, but it was kind of taken away from my B6, so I stopped. And then what I use this for is I go through my B6 at the end of like a week or a couple of weeks, and I literally just write down what's happened that week in a vertical manner so that I can transfer the information easily over to my cousin when I do a memory plan with me, so I'm not having to like look through the B6 every day, and that's been working fine. But did I need this planner to do that? No. I could have just bought a cheapy planner, but I couldn't find one, to be fair. I can't find like a cheapy vertical planner. I did start taking some notes in the back, but yeah, it just didn't. It was, if I was going to use it, it would either take away from my B6 or take away from my cousin, and I didn't want to do that. So instead of like not using it, I am using it, as I said, to just write down the things from my B6, so it's easy to do a little plan with me with that. So what have we got left? So this is also a new introduction that I've recently done a planner setup for, and this is the A6 Wonderland 222. Now, one thing I have decided, and I've tried, is I'm going to take this book out, because I've got the planner itself, and then I had this book and I set it up, and I did use it. I set it up and I was doing dailies in it. So I was just writing down the day, writing a to-do list and doing dailies. But again, that was taken away from my B6, and I was like, there's more space in my B6 than there is in here, and I was kind of like, I just wanted it to be like daily to do. So if I wanted to write down like a little note or something, for some reason in my head I couldn't just go on to the next page and do it. I felt like it had to be, and I don't know why, it's just me, it's my head, it's the way it works. I couldn't use this as a B6. I could use it as a B6, but it'd just be a smaller size. But I didn't want to. Now, there might come a day where, you know, I'm over the B6, but at the minute I'm just, yeah. So what I plan to do is just have this in my handbag. I'm going to put a card at the back there. I'm going to have this in my handbag as just a little notebook out and about, I think, and then if the kids want to do some drawing or something, they can. I'm not sure, because I do really like it. I do really like it, but the reason I took it out of here as well is this was just getting way too heavy and way too chunky, and the idea for this was to be, you know, a functional everyday planner. I'm just trying to find my, oh, there it is, my today, and I have been using this. I use it every day. So I have got my, if you've seen the setup, you'll notice that the little index there, and then important days. I've highlighted all the school holidays. I track in here my videos, but I'm also doing that in my B6, so I need to make a decision on which one to use. But I just think this is a perfect spread. I need to update February stats. I just think this is a perfect spread to track my videos, and I'm often out and about and things, and I'm like, what video is going up today? So I think I'm going to take this aspect out of the B6, the tracking, and leave it in here. And then I've also got my little mood tracker, which I've been keeping up with, and this is ideal in this planner because when I go to my because I have like fortnightly therapy, and you know, I see a lot of doctors and care coordinators and things, so this is an easy thing to carry around to show them, you know, what's going on with my mood. I've got a trigger list here for planner brain dumps, and I do like a main brain dump at the beginning, and then what I'm gonna do, because I don't film this at all, is set up more of the monthlies. I think I've set up April's ready to go, but I want to go forward and set up more perhaps to the end of the year, I could film that really for you, just do a video on me setting up the monthlies, but to be honest sometimes it's nice just to be able to sit down and do a little planning yourself. But because I want to use this functionally and as a forward planner, and I do want to decorate the monthlies, I feel like, you know, I should set them up. Even though really all I'm doing is setting up around it, I could go in and write like things in there that are coming up, but I do want to set up all the monthlies in here, so I'm using that. And then see, this is the same as, oh, wrong one, this is exactly the same as this one, so that is where the problem comes in, although there's more space in this one, like to get the times right, because you don't get, obviously that one's bigger so you can write more. So I don't really think that's bothering me too much, because I want this to be a more accurate representation of like my memories, so I can write more in here. So, and like I said with this one, like it's not even up to date. I did some yesterday. Where are we? What am I doing? Yeah, so I wrote some in here yesterday from Monday the 21st to the 26th of Feb, but March, oh, I have started March. I think that's the one I did yesterday, to the 5th, and then obviously I've got to do the 7th to the 13th, and then the next week I'm a few weeks behind, so I just sit there while I'm watching Netflix or something and I catch up a couple of weeks in here. But this one is one that I update on the daily, and it's become a lot more updating on the daily since I got rid of, like, pulled this out, because I was writing down my little to-do lists in here, which does work because there isn't anywhere to write a to-do list in here. But this planner is with me all the time, but when I'm at my desk, which, let's be honest, is where I spend most of my time when I'm like planning stuff and filming, my B6 is open to the specific day, and there is room, I mean, I'll show you when we get there is room in my B6 to make little notes and stuff like that. So they do work really well together, but it was just, it was just too big. Like, I like a chunky planner, but heavy and everything wise, it was just too big. And for some reason in my head, I couldn't just stop like on a day and then just start randomly writing something else, which is my own issue really. And you know, I might keep it just to see, and it might come back as it might come back, I might include it, because, you know, like I said, there isn't anywhere to take notes. But then if I take notes in there, it's disjointed from in here, and I like everything to be together. So I just do this, like, for me, just as on the daily, or I catch up, because obviously it is, what date is it today? Go away, AliExpress, it's the 23rd. So I need to go, I thought I was behind, so this is today. So, you know, I'll just, if I want a snapshot of my week as well, I've got it here. It's just the notes, and I'm getting that in my B6. So yeah, so we've got the rest of the weeks and the months in here. Like I said, I do want to use it functionally. You're not really going to see it on videos, so I take notes in the back. And that's another thing, there is like quite a lot of notes paper in the back, so if I did want to make some daily to-do notes, then I could, you know, start using these pages in the back, because I'm not really gonna use those for anything. So I am really enjoying using this, and I am using it daily. It's part of my planning routine, so I do try and go in her daily. And like I said, once I've set up the months and things like that, yeah, it'll be more functional. Now, my what was meant to be my everyday carry. Now the thing is, these are just different. This one's longer and thinner, and this one's smaller and fatter, basically. but they it's the same information in both, and I like both planners. So this one also is set up as a functional planner. I mean, I've just done a setup video of April, and then I set up the weekly pages. But what I'm finding is I come back in at the end of the day and I kind of like just back plan. It's fun. It's like it's something I like to do. I just come in and write what happened that day. Would I call it a memory planner? No, not really. Would I call it a functional planner? No, not really. It's one of my favourite weeks that week. I just think it turned out really pretty. It's just I like it. It's just, I like it. I like this kind of decorating. It's new to me. I don't mind using a couple of kits every now and again. I think I used one for that week. I'm not really sure why I used one for that week. I used one the week before, and I've used one there. So I think, and there. So 4 kits like for the year so far. And the rest of it has been this kind of journaling. I do keep it up to date, as in my appointments and things like that, but it hasn't got anything else really in here, so I wasn't really sure how to use this. I have had some ideas since, like you could use it as a tracker and things like that, so I might have a look and see how I want to use this. These are just the previous months. I just tag them together and then just put the clip on whatever month we're on. Yeah, so it goes straight into the monthlies and I decorate them as and when, and then it's straight into the weeklies. Now this is a mega, so this is perfect to do like your daily lists and things like that, so you've got your weekly overview. I do like this. I think it's an amazing planner, and you know, I think you could definitely get everything, well I could get everything done with this planner. I'd need extra calendars for like my YouTube and things like that, but there's so many pages in the back of this that this can easily, I can write daily to-dos and have this as an overview snapshot. So I'm keeping up with this because I want to be able to interchange these whenever I want, you know, depending on what purse I've got or something like that. I do try different spreads in here. Yeah, and I'm just enjoying using it. So if I'm enjoying using it, I'm thinking, well, you know, just use it. If you're enjoying it, use it. That's that one goes there, and that one goes there. Yeah, so it's not really a memory planner. It's a functional planner up to a point, but then yeah, it's what I want. I do track like purchases in the back here, and you know, I have got a few things that I need to buy and things like that over the summer, and I've got my son's birthday coming up, so I'll have some notes and things to put in there. So yeah, that is the Hobonichi weeks. I do love this planner. I could use this planner. This, like, they're both serving the same purpose at the minute, and for some people that would be like, well, what's the point if they're both doing the same job? But it is what it is, and I like both planners. Like, I've wanted to be in an A6 for so long. I actually do think that this is a more functionable layout than this, in the sense that you've got like all this notepaper, but on the same vein, you can't write down in a chronological order everything you've done that day unless you use the blank pages in the back to do dailies, but then you're back and forward, and you know, that works for some people. You can write daily list page and then whatever, so daily list page 10, and then you know that there's some more dailies to go with that, but it's the flicking back and forward, whereas in this one I've just got it all. So they do serve different purposes to a certain extent, and you know, you can just keep adding to your to-do list, next week list, things like that. And I don't really have any space to do that in here. I tend to put my like to-dos at the bottom of this one. But yeah, like I said, they do both serve kind of the same purpose. If I had to pick a more functional one, I'd pick this one. But then, like I said, you haven't got the vertical like layout. But then, do I need it if I'm updating this one as well? So it's just preference, really. I like them both. I want to use them both, so I have been using them both. I don't find it a chore to plan in this. I look forward to it. And if you wanted to make it more functional and you're a decorator, you can go ahead and decorate as many weeks as you want. There's no rule to say I have to wait until the week before there to decorate it. So that's always an option as well. Decorate a few weeks in advance, and you know, that makes it more functional. But like I said, I've got like mood trackers in here. I've got my YouTube tracker in here. I've got the same information on the monthlies in here. I've got my weeklies in here. I have got notes pages at the back, and I've also got one of these little Hobonichi weeks books. I've got some private information in the back. But you know, this is quite a lot of pages as well. If you put a line down the middle, you can do dailies in there. So yeah, it's personal preference. This one, I know I said a minute ago, this one was more functional. This one, I think, holds more information and keeps me accountable. This one, fun, but still very, very functional. Love them both. Right, so my B6. My B6, to be honest, I've loved it every single year. This year is the first time where I've been, I don't know, I'm not loving this, you know, why aren't I enjoying getting in? And I think it's because, I've said it before, I had to wait so long for the stuff to come to set it up. So I didn't get to set it up all fresh and then start using it. It is set up now. And then I did a weekly spread with some washi that I really didn't like. I haven't filled in these things. There's goals, discount codes, PR codes, purchases. I ripped that page, my study schedule in there. And then also, because they're in here, I put like till August calendars in here to do my YouTube channel. My YouTube calendar thing, and I do keep both up to date because sometimes, you know, I mean, this is the planner that I have open on my desk like every day. Well, it is, but I have been using this a bit more, but I'm trying to fall back in love with the B6 because this is the first year that I haven't been in love with it. So I've got my normal like calendar. I don't need that in here because I've got it in, you know, all my other planners. My highlights calendar I like to have in here, but like I mean, that's it really for the month. Like if you look at like previous, let's get my old one. If you look at previous setups, so if we go to, I don't know, January. So what I normally do is like a cover page, and then this had my schedule, my YouTube, my highlights. Okay, that's not the best example. Like previously, I've had quite a lot of things as a setup, and I feel like all those things are dwindling out of here because they're being put in other planners. And what I'm finding is, and what I've found since I've been amongst all the planners, is there's no one place for me to go that I can rely on that's got all the information, and that's bugging me. So that's why I want to set up all the monthlies in here in advance, so I know that if I want to do something and this is my everyday carry, this is the most up-to-date planner. And to be honest, this one as well. So This I don't need in here because, you know, I've got it in another planner that's going to be right next to me. This, I do like having this. I write my highlight of the day on the page, and then I come back through and I fill it in. I tried to do a weekly overview for the week, never used it, never looked at it, so didn't do it again. You know, this layout I loved, but because I was between loads of other planners, you know, there was big empty spaces which I wasn't used to, because I used to like put absolutely everything in here in the day, and it's a time daily again, which then is the same as the time daily in here, although, you know, I might get a bit more information into here than I do into my little one. I tend to put like main things in my A6, and that's another reason why like this is working, because I can take everything from there and put it in there because it's big enough. Can't do that in my A6. I have to be you know, I have to try. So yeah, I didn't really use it much. I don't know whether it was my mood as well. My mood was like, let me just have a little sip of my coffee. Mocha cold coffee, gorgeous. So yeah, because my mental health's been a bit down, this was the week where I used horrible washi, and luckily I managed to get it all up, but all the pages are creased, and I just fell out of love with it from here. And I went to a day per page because there were so many blank pages. To be honest, didn't like this week either at all. I picked the wrong washi. It was just horrible. And then this week I love again, but I'm still doing a day per page, and I've just realised that a day per page is not enough. If this is sat open in front of me and this is going to be like my desk planner kind of thing, a day per page for me is not enough, but 2 days per page is too much. So I'm going to have to think of something something better, a better way of using this. But if I see this is just like my little desk one, there's no hardship in having like the extra calendars in here, so like an actual schedule to stop taking sorry, can't get my words out, to alleviate having to grab another planner to see what's going on. But because I've got them here, there and everywhere, I'm like, where do I update? What, like, where's my this, that and the other? So I've decided on the A6, that's the one that everything's going to go in. So like when it comes to now, whereas before I used to do a massive monthly setup video, there's just no point. Like, it's bugging me. I want to show you an example of, let's go to March in here and see. So cover page, and then there is appointments, YouTube, then I had like a YouTube tracker there, a tracker there, then I had my highlights, then I had meal planning, then I had happy mail, then I had more happy mail, and then I'd do a week cover page, and I'd start in the week. So, you know, this is a lot more than basically just having a highlights monthly. I mean, I do want to monthly meal plan. My happy mail does go in my weeks. I put it in there right from the start, but again, it's disjointed. It's random having it in here. So I might move it out of the weeks and back into here. So I'll do a happy mail one in here, because yeah, it's not really functional. I need one planner that holds all the information, and at the minute that is this. So, you know, I might use one of the pages at the back as purchases, but sometimes I like to have it in here as well, just so that it's on hand as my little desk book. So I'm keeping going with this. I need to set up for April. I am keeping going with this, and you know, I do think I would miss it if I didn't use it, just purely because of the space and the functionality of it. I do need a bit more space than this, but yeah, this is still staying in. I've just had bad vibes with it from the start, so I need to, you know, turn that around, because I love like the setup of it and everything. I'm going to move it out of this cover soon. This is a gallon leather undyed. It's got marks all over it. I'm not babying it at all. Sits on my shelf, sits on my desk. You know, these covers are cheap enough for you to not be bothered, and I'm quite interested in patina and stuff like that. So yeah, my B6 is staying. Not loving it as much at the minute, but going with it still, going with it. I've decided as well that if there is a specific, I'm rambling now, if there's a specific themed week like St. Patrick's, and I don't like the kit, I'm not using it. I'm just not using it. I'll do what I want, because I don't like green, and I had to bring green in and it was just bleh. Didn't like it. And then finally, the creme de la creme is my Hobonichi cousin. I love this planner, same as my B6, but I still love this planner. It's all set up in this cover. And yes, so this is my memory planner. And I use this as a index for the daily pages, which is working. I do monthly highlights in here. I've done the video of this on my channel. Again, I used a kit from the Coffee Monster Co, and it was green. It had green in it, like so I used green. I don't like green, so I didn't love that, but I set these up on like monthlies. I used as highlights, and then I've really been enjoying, I've bought in that kind of Hobonichi style planning in here as well. I have used kits, but yeah, at first I wanted to use it like as a functional, but as a memory planner I don't need my to-dos in here. Like, I need memories in here, and I like to keep a record of my YouTube statistics and like highlights of the week and things. One thing that I do want to do, because Casey and Willow both had her ears pierced. Now I know I've put a box around it here, but I need to make sure that I'm specifically making that, because I can't see that when I look at this planner. I have to proper look. I remember it was on Sunday, so Willow had hers done there, but I don't remember Cases. Oh, Cases is there, but they don't jump out at me, and I want memories like that to jump out at me, so I need to figure out a way to do that. This was a planner spot. See, like these are in boxes and they kind of like jump out at you. I want to make more of an effort of doing that so that I can see the memories more like vividly. Like Willow started rainbows, that jumps out straight away. Setting up B6 Tarot Journey, den making with the kids, these things jump out at me. It was a kit from DUK Designs. I absolutely love the way that this turned out. I do. I'm just pink, aren't I? I'm just pink. I need to, like, I tried to go with the whole browns and neutral and things like that. I sold my A6 and my A5 brown Motum covers because they're just not me. They're not me. I'm not that kind of girl. And then, yeah, this was the last week that I've done a plan with me on in there. So I love that. So I'm a couple of weeks behind, but I don't mind that. The one thing about being a YouTuber is, you know, sometimes you just want to sit down and plan and not film. But then, you know, I'm a YouTuber and I film. So it is what it is with that. Right, the daily pages have always been a... in fact, I'm missing one planner, aren't I? Where is that? Oh, it's in here. So, because it's hiding away. So this I introduced this year as a private journal, because I was noticing that on the daily pages in here I was writing things that were too personal. So I set up this English Techo as a private journal, and I have used it. I'm not religious in using it, and I'm kind of thinking, would I have a separate one again next year, and I probably wouldn't. Again, it's just trying to use the A6 size, because what I can do on the daily pages in here, what I used to do is like a little asterisk up the top, and then I know that I can't show that page, and I do that as I'm writing. So if I'm writing something and I don't want to show it, I put an asterisk and I just don't show it, and that works out for me. So at the beginning of every month I have printed out Sterling Inks free vellum, and I just think they're absolutely stunning. And she's given us up until May, so there's May's done. At the beginning of this week I wrote a little planner. This month, January, I wrote a little planner lineup, and I did a few like little collections, and I was doing another timed daily, but I stopped doing that in the end because I was like, there's too many timed dailies. But again, I just wasn't sure what to use it for. And then once I stopped doing the timed daily, which yeah is around here, I journaled. I just journaled, and I've stuck pictures in it. I don't know for how much I'm going to regret it, because it's going to get chunky, but we'll see. I went back on empty pages and just filled in washi. I'm not bothered if there's a blank page, you know, I can come in and do something. More journaling, stuck a little note in here from Alvy Planning Co. And again, yeah, it's just journaling. And then on blank pages, I filmed this, like what I do with blank pages. So I just decorated the page and then wrote like my perfect day. And then I haven't thought of anything to put there, but I will do. And yeah, it's just, I went back a little bit into this. Can't seem to get out of the habit of doing it, which doesn't bother me, because, you know, if I want to do it, I'll do it. I'll just sit there and do it at the end of the day. I just wrote some goals in here. Some people, I have watched some videos that they just don't pay any attention to the dates at all. I can't do that. I've tried, but I can't do it. So, you know, I have got used to having empty pages, and then I'll come back and fill them in with a collection or something specific that I want to write about. This is when I was going through my little journal, my little tarot phase. And then as well, I got locked down into like writing here and doing lists here, whereas I have change that. I throw in collections whenever I want. I just, you know, I do manage to fill the daily pages. And so I sat there. Let's skip through some bits now. So this was an empty page, so I've just covered it, and this is when I was figuring out like my planning routine at the minute, what I want to use things for. More stickers, more writing. And then yesterday I just sat there and drew this like leaf thingy-majiggy. I had quite a bit to write yesterday, but yeah, that's it. I'm loving it. And again, like last year, April time, I was like, oh, shall I buy another cousin and try and use it functionally? And I've got to stop it. I've got to stop it, because like, I think it's because, like I said earlier, do you know what, if you've made it this far into the video, you're like hardcore true fan subscriber, and I love you. Like I said before, like I wait to film these, to plan these, and although I've got the information in here, would I buy this planner again next year? No, because I think it's a waste. Definitely would I buy the cousin? Yeah. So like, I want to, at the end of the day, come in and plan my day, like without filming, just as something fun to do. Like plan out what I've done, stuck some stickers down. I know it's double planning, because then I'll do it again for you, but some days I might just want to come in and write what I've done, or schedule out something, or I don't know, guys. But then I've got the problem of the daily pages. In this one, as it's a memory planner, I'm using the daily pages. If I used the other one, would I use the daily pages? So I'm really trying to think about it and unconvince myself that I need it. But if I get rid of this, then also on the same vein, you know, this is gonna take away from this, because I'll already have them spread out, and I can use it a bit more functionally. I don't know, I think I'm kind of like want to buy it, just buy another cousin, and then just stop using this one. I know it's a waste, I know it's a waste, guys, and don't come at me, but you know, you've got to find, I'm still trying to find the perfect system for me. I know there's no such thing as planner piece, but you know, I found things last year that weren't working for me, so like my private journaling, so I added this. I thought I'd use it a lot more than I do, but I don't. I much prefer to sit at my desk at the end of the day and journal in here, and like I said, if it's too personal, I'll just put an asterisk on the top, and you know, there you go, I won't show that page. But yeah, if I can figure out a way that I want to use the daily pages in here, that's the only thing stopping me, really. Because I know that I won't double journal in here. So that is literally the only thing that's stopping me. I could use them because I am postponing one of my courses till October, but that's not till October. So yeah, if I can think of ways that I can use a whole nother daily page for, trust me, I'm going to be buying another Hobonichi cousin an April start to, just because I love the planner. I love it, and it'll just be so much more easy to have everything written down in here, ready to go, because it'll all be spaced out correctly, ready for the plan with me. And I can think of, you know, other reasons to use the monthlies other than highlights. There's quite a few other ways you can use them. I don't need to use it functionally, that's what I mean. I need to sit down and write down all the ways that I can use all the sections of the planner, and if I can convince myself that I'm going to use it, by God am I going to go for it. It is in this kind of this is a Hobonichi cover. It's really pretty. I've got quite a few Hobonichi covers, but I love this one. I love the inside. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's my update. So things that I'm not really using are like my tarot journals at the minute, my A6 rings I use when I want. Not really using this. I do use it if there's something that's really bugging me and it's really personal, and I just want to write and write. Like something happened I've got hair in it. Something happened a couple of weeks ago and I had to get it out of my head. I had to, where's that hair coming from? I had to get it out of my head and I had to get it on paper, and I journaled for about 6 pages and I felt better after. So, you know, I've got it. Will I use it? Yeah, I'll use it for the rest of the year as and when I need to, and then, you know, I chuck it or burn it anyway, because it's too personal. The journaling in there is very personal. So as it stands, like on a daily basis, this isn't really on a daily basis, it's more as and when, but on a daily basis these are the 3 that I'm using. This as a desk planner, if you like, that I can just scribble in if I think of something. And normally I do a this week page and I have a little next week section, so I can just scribble things in here, and then I take the information from here and put it where it needs to go. This, obviously, I'm trying to use it daily. I've got a little daily routine to make sure that I'm updating like my habit trackers, my brain dump, writing in what's happened in the day, you know, keeping it up to date. But I won't sit there with this open all day, whereas my B6 I will. And then yeah, this is fun. I sit there like towards the end of the day, or sometimes at the beginning of the day, and I'll do a little bit of journaling, and then I'll come back later on and do a little bit more journaling. If I want to decorate pages, I can decorate them a couple in advance. So I do use this daily as well. So yeah, that's it, guys. That is my massively long Q1 planner lineup video. I'm trying to use what I've got, and I am using what I've got, but I do know that what I've got I won't buy again. I definitely won't buy again. And I know that I said if I could think of a way, I'll tell you a secret. I'll tell you my secrets now. If I could think of a way to use the daily pages in here, well, I can think of a way exactly like this as daily pages, but then my B6 goes bye-bye, and I don't know if I'm ready for my B6 to go bye-bye, because it can be used as throwing in notes as and when all throughout the year. So I'm in turmoil, guys. I know a lot of you watch all my B6 plan with me's and my setup videos and all that, and I know that you love them, and they're my most popular video, and it's you know, every month you have to set up a new month, and then, you know, the books don't last long, and then you're setting up another book. But yeah, it's, so I can, you know, I can think of a way to use the dailies in here. Take away this, and then, you know, the monthlies, you know, everything will work. So I could have 2 Hobonichi cousins to keep at the end of the year instead of like 3 B6 Stalliges. Let me know down below, guys, like, if I got rid of the B6 Stallige, would you carry on watching my videos? I mean, I'd still do as much as I could, setting up wise and things, in here, but in another cousin. But yeah, let me know what you think. Yeah, let me know what you think. But that's it. That is it. That is all my planners. And yeah, one thing I will say, you know, is if I had to pick one planner out of all of my planners, it would be this one. But this isn't functional to carry around everywhere with you. So I definitely think I'm a minimum two planner girl, because I'd need the functionality of one of these, and this one would probably win over this one, I think. But yeah, that's it, guys. I'm going to stop rambling. That is my Q1 planner, you know, lineup video. I know I need to make the decision on getting another hobo cousin soon, because like, I think it's already started in March, won't it? So I'll definitely need to get it soon. But yeah, that's it, guys. If you've lasted this long, you deserve a medal. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe, because as soon as I hit 5,000, I'm doing a giveaway. There's a planner in the giveaway. There's loads of little like bits and bobs to like help you with planning. There's sticker kits. There's loads of stuff for the giveaway. So yeah, if you're not already a subscriber, and it will be international, subscribe, and then as soon as I hit 5,000, boom, it'll be a giveaway. So thanks for watching this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it helped some people in some ways. I know I was a bit all over the place, but I have showed you quite a few different planners and how they work, well, how I'm using them. So hopefully that might give you an idea of, you know, maybe a planner change for you, or maybe you could do that in this and things like that. So I always hope to be helpful. So yeah, I'll see you in my next video, guys. Bye.